Hey, so I wanted to upload another short video explaining the lunar calendar, the biblical calendar, a little bit better. I just wanted to add a note on there. So this is my calendar so far, starting in March of 2022, April, we have May, June, July, August, September, October. I just continued it to November, December, January, February, and the 12th month is ends on the 20th of next February 2023. So by then, I'll know for sure if things are starting to bud by then. If it's still too early, we will add a lunar month, and this will be the 13th month going into March. Excuse me. I just wanted to show you how to use this pattern to plan out the months for your calendar. So, for example, February next year, I'm trying to think, where should I start? We'll use May as an example. So, actually, no, sorry, I'll do February. So, the end of this month, the new moon was at 3:53 p.m. So, since that's before sundown, we're going to start the next day, the 1st. Is going to be at sundown going into the 22nd. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, go and look at my other video. So 21st, 3:53 p.m. is the new moon. So the new moon comes up, and then we wait till the next day. So sundown starts the next day. So sundown is the first day. Okay, the 22nd, 23rd is the third day going into the 24th. Going into the 25th is the fourth day, fifth day. Go check out my other video if you're not too sure, but I just wanted to get to this part where, okay, so the 31st is the 11th day, and we have the 1st of February, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and I just put some dots so I don't have to plan out the entire month. Basically, what I look for is, so 14, the pattern here, 14 is how many more than 4? 10. So the new moon is on the 20th. So I write down 20, and then I go, okay, what's 10 more than 20? 30. So we know that this is the 30th day. And then since the new moon is at 2:05 a.m., the next day at sundown would be the 1st. And that's basically the pattern I use. If you're not sure how to use the pattern, I did the same thing for all the other months. So 12 is how many more than 4? Excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. It's 8, so the new moon is on the 21st, so how much more is 8 than 21? It's 29. So this is the 29th day going into the 21st. This is just a quick tip. If you want to plan out your months, I just write down the first few days and then some dots, and then just skip to the new moon, because during these months there's no feasts. Like, as you notice, I wrote down the entire month of September because we have Yom Kippur. Sorry, I keep clearing my voice. I'm just getting over a cold, but yeah, and same thing with April when Passover was. I had written out the full month. This is the first calendar that I ever tried to make. And I also have some tips that I had copied from this website when I was researching. And let me show you. So the biblical months are 12 lunar months, or 354 days. And every 2 or 3 years, you add a new month, because if the barley has not budded in the 12th lunar month, and remember, this isn't the harvest time. The harvest time is the Feast of First Fruits. So this is just whenever the crops are just starting to come up in springtime. What I've noticed from last year and this year, I'm not sure if it's true, but it looks like it comes before the spring equinox. Like, the spring equinox happens in spring. From what I've noticed, I'm not sure if that's always the case, but if the barley has not budded by the 12th month, which here, let's look back on my other calendar. The 12th month is December. Or no, it's February, I'm sorry. So if the barley, if things haven't started to bud and turn green and start to grow by March 20th, then I'm going to add a lunar month here. I'm not too sure what the general Hebrew community does, if there's any websites or resources, but I'm going on my own, by the ancient knowledge, the ancient path. I'm not just going to follow somebody else. I want to do it for myself to prove myself to God. So that's why I'm showing you how to make your own calendar, and you don't even have to follow it how I'm doing it. But this is just how I'm doing it. And so the lunar months, you add the 13th month if it hasn't budded. There's 235 months in 19 years cycle. And a month is added 7 times in 19 years. So I'm not sure what that cycle is. I'll have to look into it, but I read that there's a 19-year cycle with the lunar months. The Hebrew names of the months I have here with the Tanakh analog, and that means Old Testament. We have the first month, so like would be Nisan, and then the Old Testament, the Tanakh, the original name for the month is Aviv. For these ones, I didn't find translations. These are just the regular Hebrew names of the months. And then it looks like we have with excuse me, the 12th month is called Adar 1, only in leap years. But the 13th is Adar and Adar 2. And basically, from my understanding, what this website had taught me, if anybody has any more knowledge on this, I would love to learn. During the leap years, Adar 1, or Adar Aleph, is considered to be the extra month and has 30 days. Adar 2, or Adar Bet, is the real Adar and has 29 days as usual. For example, in a leap year, the holiday of Purim is Adar 2, not Adar 1. So, this seems a little bit confusing. I don't want to try and explain it this time because I don't have the best understanding of this. And I'm not sure if it's always going to be 30 days or always going to be 29 days. That's just something that I copied from the website to go and do my own research. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with y'all. I hope it can be helpful. And again, here's my starting calendar. I'm going to check on the 20th to see how things are growing. I don't know if that's too early. We may have to add a 13th month here. That's why I left this one blank. But yeah, if you're looking to follow the feast days in the Bible, here are my example months. And I know people might write it out differently, but I'm very grateful that this was taught to me.